What's going on, everybody? John Ramdeen, Robin Black here at Robin's house as we're chatting about some cool fights coming down the pipe. This is one of those fights that, you know, when you think about 155 pounds, it's just one of the deepest divisions maybe in the history of mixed martial arts right now. When you look at number 1 all the way to number 20, who knows? It could be 25.
Is number 1 Conor McGregor?
Sure. I guess Conor's
the champ, right?
He's yeah. Is he fighting right now?
I don't know.
It's at 45.
This is 45, right? Oh, Conor's.
No. Okay, we'll start again.
Okay.
Mark was giving us we'll start again.
Yeah, we'll just do another one.
What's 45?
No.
I thought you guys were talking about the Seaver.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is Kevin Lee.
What's going on, everybody? John Ramdeen, Robin Black with you here in downtown Toronto. We're here kicking it at Robin's house, chatting about some super cool fights coming down the pipe. Oklahoma City is the city, the division 155 pounds. It is a cool fight. Michael Chiesa and Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee so full of confidence. He's managed by our guy Stefan Patry, who runs TKO. Big believer in Kevin Lee. As a matter of fact, I think Keith Lee, Kevin's younger brother, we're going to be calling his next fight in the TKO promotion as well. But Kevin Lee's in tough. One of the things, he is super confident, but sometimes, to me, it feels like borderline overconfidence.
Arrogance.
And of course, you're going to need that. But you have to be smart because Michael Chiesa is super skilled. He, in my opinion, one of the most underrated fighters in certainly that weight division. You just have to look at his last number of performances. I counted this guy out, but he allows his toughness to allow him to get to better spots, and he knows how to win fights.
Yeah, he's the real thing. There's no doubt about that. And Kevin and Dewey Cooper, I talked to both of them. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, I think you are. You could be embedded somewhere else, but Robin Black YouTube channel. I sat down with Kevin and Dewey Cooper, and Dewey Cooper's got the coolest voice going. And as well, he's like one of the great coaches ever, long pant kickboxing legend, brilliant guy.
Kickboxing legend,
Kickboxing legend, yeah. And an awesome cat. I mean, when I grow up, I want to be Dewey Cooper.
Of course,
he's so
because
cool.
he will teach you how to fight and kick some ass.
And how to be a man. Like, you can see it, how to be a good human being. So they know that Michael Chiesa is real. They know it. And they better know it. I will never underestimate that guy again. How many times did we see him lined up for fights? Jim Miller and tough fights coming up, and we're like, oh, I don't know if he's ready.
He's not ready.
And then you watch him and you really analyze what you're looking at. Really see what you're looking at. He's absolutely the real thing as just his human nature. What he is. He's a fighter. And that's in him. And he's going to win the little skirmishes, the little battles. He's going to win positions. He's going to win moments. He's going to win the battles with himself. And then on top of that, you add ultra slick skills. And he's fucking big.
He's big.
He's huge, this guy.
Huge.
Like, when we saw him, where was it? Where we had Vegas.
Vegas.
And backstage,
he's
that's
enormous.
A 155er. He was 200 pounds.
Yeah, 200 pounds.
And sure, he cuts. So that's why when he fights, you see how lean he is. Like, it's a lean kind of musculature because he's a big fucking guy. It takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication and commitment to get down to 55. Walk into that cage at 180 pounds, fully replenished as that fighting, that quality, psychological quality fighter. So Kevin, the super talent that he is, he can play arrogant all he wants, and he will, but he knows what's up. He knows this will be his toughest fight. It'll be one of the toughest fights both of them will have over the next few years.
It's interesting. Does Chiesa look at it that way? Does he look at Kevin Lee? Yeah?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah. I mean, because when I talk to Kevin, or to Michael Chiesa, there's a spark in this guy's eye that he believes in his mind that he's destined for greatness. And he understands he's in for tough fights. But does he look at this fight and does he say, this guy is as tough as Jim Miller? I know that this guy's going to put me in spots that I've never been before, or does he look at it as, there's no fucking way that this guy's as tough as Jim Miller?
What would you rather do? Be prepared for somebody tougher than Jim Miller, tougher than anything you've ever faced, and find out you overestimate? That was no problem. Or go, I've dealt with way bigger challenges than this guy, and then be in there and go, fuck. Some of the things they said about him was true. Shit, He won't break. Damn, he is learning. Shit, he's even slicker than I thought. You go in there, Michael Chiesa will go. This is a main event. This is a legit main event. This is a star-making moment for these guys in a killer fight. Kevin Lee, what's his nickname? The Detroit, the Motown Phenom. That's good. He should just be sweet Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fucking sweet. The way he moves, and when he's on, he's sweet. There's a sweet nature, that old school sweet style of fighting. And when he's on, he can make you look terrible. He can make you look amateurish. And so Chiesa better be ready. I love this fucking fight.
Yeah.
I love this fight. It's a perfect fight at a perfect time, just right, like these days. And you hear people talk about it. They're like, oh, well, this guy's got to build, and oh, you're going to sacrifice again. Fuck all that.
That's what's happening right now.
Put the best against the best. Put them against each other at the right time, and see who's the real deal in this one. And that's what it is. That's why it's so great.
And when you think about this fight, and I know I ask this question a lot, it's like, okay, how is this going to play out in my head, and will it play out that way the night of the fight? It's going to be Michael Chiesa playing that long game as well, anticipating the fact that Kevin Lee is so explosive, he is so athletic that he can get past your range very quickly.
I think if I'm Chiesa, I am approaching this with the fact that I want to be outside and I want to be all the way inside. I can get to this guy's back. I can get to his back. Yes, Kevin is a killer wrestler. You don't want him on top of you. But if you've got those slick movements, if you've got some threats, you start threatening his neck as a tool, as a doorway to the back. I think if you're Chiesa, where you don't want to be is in that sweet spot, in that pocket right in between where
he can get in fast.
And as you move in, he moves out just enough to be hitting you with hooks and overhands. That's a dangerous place. Chiesa better be taking it seriously. I mean, don't ever, and I'll say this to our Instagram Live friends too, don't believe the things these guys say at press conferences for the purpose of selling fights. They want to get paid, and they want you to comment, and they want to capture your imagination. But Chiesa was like, my jiu-jitsu coach knocked you out. He's not approaching this with that. He knows this is a hard fight. They both do. And you're going to see two of the best at this stage of their career, just right below the top 5 kind of stage, still growing. You're going to see them at their best against each other. I love it. I mean, these are the kind of shows, these are the kind of fights where you end up, everybody's talking about the fight itself on Sunday. Not the drama, or not the fallout, or not what they said at the press conferences, just the fight, because this is going to be a killer fight.
Our fingers are crossed. It's going to be a hell of a fight at 155 pounds, and I'm sure the winner will make his way closer to that strap at 155 pounds.